Welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia, and I'm back for another reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. It is Monday, however, my readings are timeless, so whenever this message finds you is really when it's meant for you to have it, okay? All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into things, all right? Yeah, let's just get into things really quickly here. I'm going to say a quick prayer, and we'll get right into the reading. Actually, I'm going to ring my bells really quickly, too, just to clear out the old energy from the last reading I just did. I'm going to ring these 3 times, so if you're noise sensitive, adjust your settings. Ooh. What is going on with the bells? Okay, this is going to be the second time. There we go. One more time. I cannot keep these bells in my hands properly today. Okay, that's interesting. Something could be slipping out of someone's grip. Something could be sliding out of control. All right. We're going to get some overall energy from these cards, and then we'll move on. I have a few new decks that'll be here over this next couple weeks, hopefully sooner than later, but, hey, at least they're on their way. All right. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. So these are 5 cards that literally just criminal record, text messages, screenshots, and broke into your home and unintentionally cursed themselves. Somebody could have done something based on false evidence or lies, and this cursed them. This could have something to do with breaking into your home, text messages, or screenshots. All right. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest white light, what do you have for the collective in this reading? Oh, I'm getting told to not use this deck yet. Oh my goodness. Hired. Now we're just getting straight to this. This is what's in the energy right now. This is the first card out. Is hired a hitman. What? Confirmation. Do you hear my phone going off like crazy? Canada. Somebody could have hired a hitman in Canada or from Canada on you. Hired hitman Canada. You. Somebody's name could be you, your name, or this is you. This is literally spirit saying this was somebody hiring a hitman from Canada to do something here to perhaps you or someone in the collective. The Most High has your back. Oh my goodness. This message is so clear. So you need to know right now, collective, that even though somebody did this, you are so protected. You have the Most High. The Most High has your back. Wow, I have chills, you guys. This is crazy. 100% truth is coming in soon. So you're going to be finding this out really soon, collective. You could already have bits and pieces of this that the Most High has already given to you, trying to trigger you. So you could be finding out something. We're going to clarify that to find out what exactly. Karmic interference. So there's karmic interference here when it comes to somebody hiring a HIT man. I don't know if I can say that or not, but anyway, from Canada and with an international bank account. Wow, one more. Camera footage and acceptance. So there's camera footage of somebody accepting money from an international bank account in Canada, perhaps. What? You guys, the chills that I have right now. And somebody could be giving a statement. This could be a gift to you. Karmic feminine could be making a statement. Auntie. So there could be a karmic feminine auntie that's making a statement. All right, let's get some clarification here. Wow, you guys. So if you have somebody that's been like, you've had people popping up in your energy, specifically if you have somebody who's been popping up from Canada, just be aware. Now, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. Please only take what makes sense for your situation. Please also understand that if this reading is bringing any fear to you, I'm not here to fearmonger, but you should probably not watch the reading because this should not bring fear. This should be clarification or confirmation to something that you already are intuitively or factually aware of, okay? But I'm getting somebody's very intuitively aware of what's transpired here. You could be knowing that there's some weird shit going on in the background. This could have, well, I don't want to speak on this yet, but let's get some clarification. Wow, there's a lot of cars out here, but I just can't believe this acceptance of camera footage of somebody accepting money. Okay, let's find out what this has to say. Somebody made some false statements and did something for money. They could have been lied to in order to do something. I'm just trying to... Oops, this card goes in here. I'm just trying to figure out if I should use this one or the other one. Hold on. Cross-examination, person of interest. So there could be a person of interest that's being cross-examined. We'll use them both. Let's just start with this one. All right. Bribery attempt. There was some sort of error or something happened unexpectedly with some sort of bribery attempt. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell us about this hired hitman. Ooh. Shadow figure. This may or may not be somebody that you know. This person could be hanging out in the shadows. Oh, y'all. Shallow hole. Oh my goodness. This is disgusting, y'all. Okay, I just want to give a trigger warning. I'm getting this message is going to be a little rough. Tell me more about this hired hitman. Unsealed records. There could be records of this. Somebody was trying to keep hidden. Ooh, this card doesn't go in here. Hold on. Rogue agent and call log. So some sort of call logs are being unsealed, collective. Some sort of record of calls are being revealed. There could be talks in these calls about hiring someone. There could be a rogue agent involved of some sort, or somebody that went rogue on a situation. It's cutting the situation. Civil unrest. People could be freaking out. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Rogue agent, civil unrest. Somebody could be getting hit with a civil case. Or somebody went rogue when it comes to some sort of civil or group stakeout surveillance. There could be a rogue agent here who's in the shadows trying to surveil something. They could have unsealed some sort of records. Pattern break. Something could have happened. This has been going on repeatedly. There's a pattern of these people doing this, perhaps to other people. Call logs, though. Motive is clear. So somebody could have figured out who was involved in something and what the motive was. Who these shadowy figures are that are trying to take someone out. Decoy. Somebody could be trying to hide their appearance. Y'all, these cards are so small. They fall over so easily. There's something about a disputed story. And somebody could be trying to literally change their appearance during a stakeout. Something about a disputed story. Something about call logs. And people fighting, blaming each other. So this civil unrest is somebody could be upset about something. There's a disputed story, a hostile witness. So the motive is clear. Tell me about one more for hired HIT men. One more for hitman, hired hitman. What else do we need to know about this? Ooh, adrenaline rush and behavioral shift. Somebody could be trying to cause an adrenaline rush and a behavioral shift in you. So somebody's doing some sort of like bait, like they're doing some sort of bait technique where they're trying to get you to act out of character. They're hoping that you'll have an adrenaline rush. And act out of character. Somebody's hoping that they can bury you somehow like this. Systemic failure. So the system could have failed something here when it comes to call logs or records that were supposed to be staying sealed. The system failed somehow, some way. This could have happened like these records could have been unsealed from so long ago. Like they had cobwebs on them. Active pursuit. So there could be a rogue agent that's trying to actively pursue. There's also a group of people that are not caring about causing mayhem, that are working with a rogue agent to pursue someone. Border crossing. Interesting. Tell me more about this hired hitman. I'm doing 3 columns of cards here for this hired hitman because I feel like there's more information. Prearranged meeting. So there was a prearranged meeting on how to surveil someone. There could be something, okay. So, collective. This situation, you could have went across like state borders. Somebody could have followed you across like to another state. So you could have went to another state in order to like protect yourself and break this pattern of this surveillance, and they followed you. They had a prearranged meeting. They could have used a decoy bribery attempt. So there was a prearranged meeting where somebody tried to bribe another person. The motive is clear. This was a coordinated attack because somebody's hostile. There could be some call logs that became unsealed. Some sort of call log records here. Tell me about Canada. What do we need to know about this Canadian hitman? Encrypted. So there was encrypted records that were supposed to be sealed. These could be call log records. Some sort of call logs to Canada or something. Breaking and entering. So there could be encrypted records here that were unsealed about breaking and entering. Gag order. So there could be a gag order. Okay, so there could be a rogue agent pursuing somebody under a gag order. Closed door. So somebody could be surveilling you behind a closed door, or they were trying to get a door closed on you. Something to do with Canada. Somebody could have been hired, a shadow figure could have been hired to break and enter behind a closed door to do perimeter sweeps. Somebody was bribed to do perimeter sweeps under like a fake appearance, some sort of altered appearance, or something about a decoy. Off the record. So this is a coordinated attack by somebody hostile, off the record. So there could be something about an NDA, like a non-disclosure agreement somebody had to sign. Tell me about trying to trigger you. Control tactic front company. There could be a front company that's trying to control something, trying to trigger you. This is a control tactic. So there's a front company involved in something here. There could be like 2 to 4 people involved in a front company that are trying to control you as a tactic to trigger you. Hidden pattern. You could be seeing the hidden pattern in something in this control tactic to trigger you. This is the mastermind. The mastermind is this rogue agent who's actively pursuing. This mastermind could have a front company in custody. Mastermind in custody. Whoever this mastermind is, they're in freaking custody. They're behind bars for whatever it is that they tried to do some sort of surveillance, or someone's in custody, and this is why. Somebody could have followed you across state lines because you were trying to close the door on a situation. They followed you across state lines, and this is why they're in custody. They're disputing the story that they had a prearranged meeting to do perimeter sweeps. Access denied. So they've been denied something here. They could already be in custody. Checkpoint. Access was denied at a checkpoint. This could be where somebody was taken into custody. Somebody could have been trying to leave. It says border crossing. So somebody could have literally tried to like leave the country, and there was a checkpoint. They were denied and taken into custody. Tell me about, give me some more information about trying to trigger you. So somebody was using control tactics, a pattern of control tactics to trigger you. We have person of interest and human error. So this person of interest effed up. This person of interest could have been getting an adrenaline rush. Illicit deal. Somebody could have worked with another person to break and enter somewhere. This was an illicit deal. Somebody could have been given, somebody's being given white envelopes. So there's something here where somebody could be getting paid and white envelopes. They're getting paid under the table or off the record. They're trying to hide this. Tell me about mastermind trying to trigger you. Command post control room. So somebody could have, like, they could be surveillancing you and have like a command post or a control room. This person of interest is this mastermind archive room. So there's something here about archived. Something being archived. Some sort of messages or some sort of something here that was archived. This is information that they could be using to try to trigger you. Some sort of information about this person who's in custody has been pulled out of the archive room. Tell me more about trying to trigger you. Altered timeline. Somebody could be trying to alter a timeline, disputing a story, saying, oh, I didn't do that, or this didn't happen. Operation, this is cover up. Operation cover up. So somebody's altering a timeline in order to cover something up. Some sort of mistake that was made. One more, please. Trying to trigger you. Final warning. Somebody received a final warning to stop doing this. Somebody could have received a warning off the record to stop this coordinated attack. Stop being hostile to the collective because the motive is clear. Tell me about karmic interference. What do we need to know about this karmic interference? Crime scene. So there's a front company involved in some sort of crime scene. There could be a crime scene in a shallow hole, back entrance. So there could be a karmic person of interest who has been entering somewhere through the back entrance. This could be encrypted information that's being accessed through some sort of back entrance. Tell me more about this karmic interference. One more. Distorted truth and eyewitness. So you could have been an eyewitness to something that transpired. And you could be trying to tell the truth. Somebody's distorting this. Karmic could be distorting this. This mastermind could be distorting the truth here. This mastermind could either be a rogue agent or something like that. Somebody distorted the truth in order to get a gag order, to get somebody surveilled, to get an agent involved in something. Perjury risk. Somebody's in custody and being rewarded to lie. Audio recordings. So somebody could have lied. There could be audio recordings of something someone's trying to distort. This doesn't go in here. False identity. Operation cover-up. Audio recording. Somebody could be trying to cover something up by using some sort of audio recordings or altering timelines of audio recordings. They could have attempted to bribe someone to dispute the story. This is a karmic interference, false identity, crime scene. Somebody could have falsely identified someone at a crime scene. Contact list. Somebody could have asked their whole contact list to get involved in coordinating an attack. Yeah, of people that were already biased and on their side. Somebody could be blind to what's really going on here. Tell me more about karmic interference. What else is this karmic tried to interfere in? Altering records. Some sort of encrypted records that were altered. They could have accessed these encrypted records through some sort of back end of things. Plea bargain. You could be an eyewitness to something that happened here. You could be able to identify this person of interest. I keep saying person of entrance, person of interest, back entrance, memory lapse. Somebody could be saying, oh, I need to get a plea bargain because I have a memory lapse. They could be saying, I don't know what happened. Barred entry. There could be a rogue agent that's being barred from entering a situation. A mastermind rogue agent that's distorting the truth. Somebody could be trying to literally like blackball you from somewhere. Search warrant. Somebody could have got a search warrant for some sort of archived something. Framed. So somebody could be in custody because they're saying they were framed. There could have been a search warrant. So there's something about altering records. Audio recordings, false identifying, collusion pact. So there's people that work together to frame another individual out of trying to cover up something. So this is Operation Cover Up to alter timelines, audio recordings, lie in court, alter records. Wow. Tell me more. One more for karmic interference. Emergency broadcast. So there could be something here about somebody broadcasting an emergency across their contact list, trying to collude with their contact list to deny somebody entry or deny someone access to something. This is a coordinated attack by hostile people trying to disguise themselves on a perimeter sweep. Yeah, there's an informant or an accomplice here. It's most likely an accomplice. Tell me about international bank account. Prior conviction. So there's somebody who has a prior conviction. They could be part of this front company. This shadowy figure here who's trying to trigger you, this person of interest has a prior conviction. Something about an international bank account and ransom demand. What? Somebody could be trying to demand some sort of ransom. That's who this person of interest is. They could have been breaking and entering into people's homes. This person's very low vibrational. They could be saying they don't remember something. We have safe house in reverse, but I'm just going to take it upright. Somebody could be a rogue agent, could be being hidden at a safe house, or there could be a command post at a safe house. The mastermind is hiding at a safe house. All right, tell me more, Holy Spirit. What else we need to know about this international bank account? Retaliation. So somebody's retaliating and even risking lying in court. This retaliation is retaliation is forced entry. Somebody could have forced entry somewhere to a house that you thought was safe, or somebody could have forced entry to frame somebody. Because they were disputing a story. There was a pre-arranged meeting. Forced entry. Somebody could have forced entry to an international bank account because they wanted a ransom demand. Whistleblower. So there's a whistleblower within this pact that's supposed to be Operation Cover-Up. So this whistleblower has spoken about this pact, that these hostile people have coordinated attack. This whistleblower is talking about a contact list of people that somebody could have reached out to their contact list to falsely identify someone in order to frame them. There's a whistleblower talking about this collusion of this group of people and an empty safe. Somebody could have forced entry, collective, to steal a safe. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what this is. This safe house is not actually a safe house. It's a safe in a house. That's what this is. Somebody has a prior conviction for entering properties, forcing entry. Somebody did this out of retaliation. They entered your house to get a safe. This isn't going to be for everyone. To empty a safe. Okay, tell me about international bank account. One more. Oh. Loose end. Bugged device. So there's a person of interest who could have their device bugged. Somebody's saying something about a low vibrational eyewitness who doesn't remember something. Somebody could have bugged a device because they looked at someone as like a loose end. So you could know something about someone, collective, and so they're doing this as a tactic to perhaps divert you from the truth. To divert you from telling the truth. Oh my God. Buried truth. What did I just say? You see how big this deck is, right? So somebody's doing something to bury the truth. They could be barring entry to somewhere, or they could be retaliating to bury the truth. This is a diversion tactic. They bugged your device because you know something. They want to bury this truth that you know. This is this mastermind that's trying to do this. Negotiation table. Somebody in custody could be at the negotiation table. Overheard threat. So a whistleblower overheard a threat by these people that are colluding to frame another person as Operation Cover-Up, altering timelines, altering records, accessing something encrypted, breaking and entering. Wow. So yeah, this whistleblower overheard a threat. Somebody could be trying to negotiate something to bury the truth. This whistleblower could be talking about how somebody forced entry out of retaliation. They also heard a threat. Tell me more about this international bank account. Dirty money interrogation. So somebody's being investigated for dirty money or being interrogated to talk about laundered money. So this whistleblower could be speaking about dirty money. They overheard something when it comes to dirty money and a negotiation table. So there could be overheard threat to alter timelines, overheard threat through audio recording to frame another person. Something about dirty money and after hours. So this is being done after hours, collective. There's camera footage after hours. There could be an after hours party or something. Somebody could have already been convicted of something at a crime scene. They could be doing something after hours. Tell me more about this camera footage. Smoke screen. Somebody could have been trying to hide something by doing it at an after hours party, but there was camera footage. Forensics. So there's forensics of camera footage here. There's forensics of this bug device. Forensics when it comes to this encrypted information. Somebody could have broken into to get this. There could be an eyewitness of this or this person of interest. So there's forensics here. Somebody could be forensically like, what? There could be... There's an eyewitness that's an inside contact to this person of interest. Abandoned. Somebody could have been at an abandoned home. Somebody could be using an abandoned home as a safe house. This could be because they're being actively pursued by somebody who's very passionate about coming for somebody. So much so that they've turned rogue. Armed suspect. Somebody's trying to bury the truth about an armed suspect. This mastermind could be trying to bury this truth. Someone could be an armed suspect out of retaliation. This could be, this person, armed suspect, oh my God, I can't talk. Armed suspect could be in custody. There could be camera footage of this armed suspect inside contact. And somebody trying to put up a smoke screen to alter the records. Something about this front company and intercepted calls. So there could be forensics that have intercepted calls out of retaliation to frame somebody. Someone's being put in custody, or somebody's trying to do this to get somebody to be in custody, to get an arrest warrant. So somebody could be trying to get somebody arrested through intercepting calls. Somebody's trying to get somebody arrested and their house raided. A whistleblower could be speaking about this. Tell me more about this. Unknown. So there could be something about unknown dirty money that this whistleblower is speaking about. This whistleblower could know something about dirty money in a safe. Mental break. Somebody could be having a mental break on camera footage or something about that. Network disruption. So there could be something here about trying to create an issue here to make somebody have a mental break. This could be, there's some sort of network disruption. Somebody could be forensically bugging a device to disrupt something. Or somebody disrupted your network when it comes to your camera footage, if this reading is for you. Something about a back entrance, mental break, breaking and entering. Coerced confession. There could be a coerced confession on camera where somebody could have tried to coerce a confession out of somebody. All of a sudden it got really cold. So somebody's trying to bury the truth by distorting it, lying. There's a fractured alliance, or somebody's trying to fracture an alliance that you have with somebody. GPS tracker. So somebody could be intercepting calls and tracking somebody through GPS out of retaliation to frame them, to put them in custody. Y'all, this reading. Okay, tell me more about camera footage. Can I get a couple more? Suspicious activity and obstruction. Somebody's got a GPS tracker on another person because they think that they're going to do something suspicious. This is actually obstruction. One more. Profile match. You can know who this is, who's interfering. You can know. You can know they're doing this because of dirty money. Okay, tell me about acceptance. Tell me about acceptance. Ambush point. Somebody could be trying to disrupt a network when it comes to camera footage. Something about accepting an ambush point. What? Emergency call. Somebody could be saying like something is going on here. We've got mental break, emergency call, forensics bug device. So you could have, somebody could be having a device bugged because they overheard a threat about dirty money. And they're trying to cut this situation out because there's a front company that could be involved. Evidence is conclusive. So there's something here about conclusive evidence. Body double. So there's evidence here, collective, about a body double being ambushed, or somebody wants somebody to accept some sort of evidence that a body double ambushed someone. Somebody could have, yeah, we've got panic button and high alert. So this fractured alliance is on high alert. They panicked and used a body double. There's evidence they used a body double to fake some sort of ambush. This is crazy. Tell me more. Tell me about acceptance. Open case and burned bridge. So this open case could have something to do with a burned bridge, suspicious activity. A whistleblower could have burned a bridge with these people. Flight risk. There's an open case here. Somebody's a flight risk. Somebody could be trying to obstruct something by being a flight risk. Alternate route. Somebody could be literally going an alternate route because they're a flight risk. A whistleblower could have told on whoever these people are that are trying to play Operation Cover-Up off the record. Coordinating an attack. Something about a flight risk checkpoint. And somebody taking an alternate route. All right. Can I just get a couple more cards, please, for acceptance? Private investigator. So a private investigator could have found something here in regards to somebody with a prior conviction, a crime scene, a front company, and hiring a hitman, hidden agenda. So a private investigator found a hidden agenda when it comes to an emergency call. Undercover. So this private investigator could be finding a hidden agenda undercover. Media blackout. Somebody could be panicking. This fractured alliance, armed suspect who's trying to bury the truth, distort the truth, and actively pursuing another person is this okay, so there's something here about damage control. Somebody could be like lying about something, doing damage control. This alliance could be doing damage control because they're on high alert. So them doing damage control is putting a GPS tracker on somebody, intercepting their calls, forcing entry, taking audio recordings, altering timelines, disputing stories, staking out somebody undercover. Silent alarm. So there's a silent alarm here. Panic button. Somebody could have hit a panic button on a silent alarm. Ooh, we have dead end. So this open case is literally at a dead end. We have car chase. This could be ending with a car chase that somebody took as an alternate route to like leave the country. disinformation. So somebody could be making something up when it comes to a car chase. Trying to obstruct a situation in order to get a mistrial. So somebody's lying about something in order to get a mistrial. Impersonation. A private investigator could have found somebody impersonating another person. They had a hidden agenda. And there's guilty knowledge of something. This is unethical. Something about an offshore account. And a confidential source that knows something about this offshore account and someone's exit strategy. They're trying to find a legal loophole, but they won't be able to find it. The social circle. So there's a social circle that could have paid somebody money to break in somewhere. They're trying to get out of they're trying to use something as a legal loophole. Like, oh, I didn't actually do it. I just paid somebody to do it. Right? Some shit like that. In hiding. So they don't have to get cross-examined. Something about stealing an identity. These people are not of the light. This is a criminal network. They could be denying that it's a criminal network. Anyway, you guys, this is like crazy. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here, you guys. I don't want it to go too long today. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you have experienced, if this is something going on now. If it is, I'm really sorry. And just as a reminder, this reading is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Please do not be in fear of this information. If it's foreign to you, it's just not for you. Please use your discernment. This should be clarification or confirmation to something that you are either factually or intuitively already aware of, okay? It looks to me like this is coming to an end because this private investigator found that this shadow figure was trying to ambush somebody, perhaps even disrupting an online network or camera network, and then altering the records. Okay? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, you guys, I love you. Please do like the reading. And if you guys can, hype the reading. It really does help, and I appreciate it so much. Also, if you would like to subscribe, I would love to have you. Please comment and let me know, like, if you've experienced something like this or what. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.